Hi, my name is Becky Logue, and I'm a dental hygienist, and I'm also the inventor of the Dental R.A.T. This is a quick instructional video to demonstrate how simple and easy the Dental R.A.T will run your software. So let's get started. I'd like to introduce you to Natalie. She's an experienced hygienist that's been using the Dental R.A.T regularly, and she's going to give you some quick ergonomic tips.
Now, a hygienist can use either their right or left foot. I choose to use my left foot. I sit in a comfortable position and rest my leg bent at a 90-degree angle. I also rest my foot upon the Dental R.A.T. I make sure that I can see the computer screen so that I am able to go from screen to screen. Now let's show you how the Dental R.A.T works. At the top of my Dental R.A.T is the mouse. At the bottom of the Dental R.A.T is the left mouse click and heel rest. Across the middle I have numbers 1 through 8. To activate 1 through 4, I press and release 1, 2, 3, 4. To activate numbers 5 through 8, I press and hold down for more than 1 second. 5, 6, 7, and 8. For numbers higher than 8, we'll talk about that with your software.
When you're first starting out, you might want the mouse a little bit slower. To slow down the mouse, press the left 2 buttons down and hold them there, and at the same time, press down on the joystick with your other foot. As you gain more experience, you'll probably want the mouse to go a little bit faster. To speed up the mouse, press the left 2 buttons down and then push up on the joystick with your other foot.
Okay. This is the Dentrix G4 perio chart. You can choose to update the last perio chart or start a new one. First, we'll just start a new one, and then I'll show you how to do the update. The Dental R.A.T is going to just follow your set path with Dentrix, and I recommend just leaving it on the default script. And then it's going to just automatically advance from tooth to tooth, and you can just mark your bleeding and recession as you have it. So you just start entering your numbers, and these are your numbers here across the middle: 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you hold them down for over a second, the 1 becomes a 5, 2 becomes a 6, 3 becomes a 7, and 4 becomes an 8. For those other times that you have numbers higher than 8, there's a keyboard on your screen, and you just take your mouse with your toe over to the 9, and you would heel click by rocking back on your heel. And that's going to enter your 9. If you had a 10 or higher, you would do this 1 dot. You'd just take the mouse over with your toe to the 1 dot and heel click. And then it's waiting for your second number. So if it's a 10, you're going to add your 0 and you're going to heel click again. If you've got an 11, you're going to mouse over with your toe to the 1 dot, rock back on your heel, and then add the 1 for 11. If it's a 13, same thing, you're going to do the 1 dot and you're going to add the 3 is going to be the 13. So you're just mousing over and heel clicking. Those high numbers are rare, but at least you're able to do it. Your heel button is working as your leg rests, but it becomes the left mouse click when you're rocking back on the back side of it. So you can actually rest your foot there, and then only when you rock back is it going to be the left mouse click. So that allows you to mark your bleeding while you're doing your numbers. You can just have your mouse parked. That's what I usually recommend, is just park your mouse on the bleeding point right here. And then anytime you rock back on your heel, it's going to mark bleeding. And then that way, if you have recession, you just mouse up to your recession, up to that GM square. And then you would do the same thing. You would rock back on your heel when you had recession. So let's say you have a tooth, this next tooth is a 434 with 2 millimeters recession and bleeding. So you'd enter your numbers 4, 3, 4, And then you'd have your mouse on the B. Then you would rock back and heel click, and it's going to mark bleeding. Then I would mouse up to my gingival margin, heel click, and add your 2 millimeters. Now with the G4, you have to mouse up to resume after you've done your recession. You have to mouse back up to resume and heel click, and that jumps back to your pocket depths. Now if you make a mistake, you can mouse up to your arrows up here and heel click, and they'll back you up. And then you can change your number to whatever you need it to do, or you can mouse forward. So it allows you to mouse around and change things and re-enter your numbers. But as you use it, and especially with the audio feedback where it's repeating the numbers for you, you won't find that you're making many mistakes. I want to show you a fast and easy way to just update the last perio chart. When you open your program, the last perio chart will come up, and instead of re-entering every number, you can just change the pockets that have changed. You still probe and check every tooth, but let's say the pockets on number 2 through 7 are still the same as they were last time, but number 8 has changed. You just mouse over to number 8 with your toe, and you would heel click. And let's say number 8 is now a 434. You would just enter your 434, or you can put your mouse on the forward buttons here, and it will auto advance just by heel clicking. So you can do a quick update that way. Maybe all the others are the same, and then you just need to go enter a 442. And you can do this throughout the mouth, and when you go to save it, it asks to save all. You've created a whole new perio chart, still saving the last chart exactly as it was. You can't change the last one. You've just updated today's date, and it saved the whole thing as today's date. You can find your paths that work best for you. Just don't limit yourself. I mean, since it's a mouse, you can also run all your other programs, your x-rays, your intraoral cameras. Let's go to the x-rays. I usually open my x-rays and my intraoral camera pictures of that patient and just minimize it at the bottom of my screen before I even bring my patient back. Then all I have to do is mouse down to the bottom where my x-rays are, and I would heel click, and it brings up my x-rays. And then I can look at different images by mousing to the image I want to and heel clicking. I can look at the camera pictures. I can look at the different bite wings, whatever I need to look at while I'm educating my patient, and I never had to take my gloves off. I mean, the patient thinks we're magic. It's kind of fun. Depending on your intraoral camera, you can also park your mouse on capture, and when you're in the position you want to, you would just heel click, and it would capture that picture or retake it. It's that simple. Just have fun with it and don't limit yourself. We want to thank you for your time and your interest in the Dental R.A.T. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact us.